Research Associate Dr. Tilak Bahadur Shrestha. Welcome to the Gorkha Spirit.
Namaskar, Namaste, Shabaro, Jojalapa, Tasi Delik, and all that.
So, what do you think about Iran-Israel war and its ceasefire?
I think this war is not going to be over anytime soon. This so-called ceasefire is not really truth, but merely a stopgap. Because the basic problem is Iran, there was a king, the Reza Pahlavi, Iran was a very good friendly with the Israelis. And the reason was, say 3,000-4,000 back, there was a Iranian king called Cyrus. And at that time, all the Jews were being chased off their homeland Israel, and the so-called diaspora. But he allowed all of them to come back and settle Israel again. So all the Israelis or Jewish people really respected King Cyrus, and that continued. And when the Reza Pahlavi was king, there was the Israel and Iran were very good friends. But when the Ayatollah Khomeini took over, and then it became Islamic thing. Now there are two issues of it. One is within Iran, this Islamic state is not popular. They don't want that. So they were actually oppressed, people oppressed, and Islam has been imposed, the Sharia was imposed. So there is an opposition against these mullahs in Iran. It is not a democratic system. So that was one issue. Next one is, according to Islam, it comes directly from Islam that Jewish people must be exterminated, simple as that. And it's a declared policy of the Islamic State of Iran is to exterminate Jews and destroy Israel. That's what they be. It's not something to be, it's a serious issue for them. And so one of the problems is they are trying to make this nuclear bomb as soon as they can. And if they get it, then they will use it, as simple as that. So they are not really a responsible one. And so at this moment, both Israelis and American, for that matter, the Western countries, are looking at for two objectives. One is not to allow Iran to have nuclear bomb, and the second one is, if possible, regime change, so that it will be more democratic, and maybe the king, the son of the king of Reza Pahlavi may come back and become the king. But that is within the framework of, say, democracy. So it will be something like constitutional monarchy. So that's two objectives. The current ceasefire is just a pause, a check back with all the bombs being dropped in Iran, how much object has been fulfilled. That's the basic one. Now you have to keep in mind that the Americans, Israelis, the ones they are destroying military centers and the nuclear facilities, but they are not really attacking the people of Iran. So they keep that distinction separate. And the Israelis always say that we respect Iranian people and like to have them in democracy if they want to. That's of course the Iranian choice, but they will not have nuclear bomb. So that's the point. So I think, my opinion, I'm nobody to tell what to do. So in my opinion, they will check out the status of what's going on, and if they are satisfied in terms of not having nuclear bomb, then they might stop, or if the regime change, they might stop. So that's the objective they are looking at. Thank you.
So, what's your opinion about the ceasefire between Iran and Israel war?
No, this is what I said. All my answer is about that. Thank you. That's exactly what I said, replied just now.
So, America surrender in Iran-Israel war or with the Iran. So, do you think it's a right analysis?
Who surrendered?
America, because America,
No. That's a ridiculous
talked
idea.
about the ceasefire. That's why.
No, the ceasefire is no. There is no surrender of America at all. Absolutely not. But what happens is you keep on bombing, and even there's a war going on, there will be lots of connections, underlying connections. Like the U.S. and Israel with Turkey, and the U.S. and Iran with Turkey, and the U.S. and Russia with Turkey. There will be underground, diplomatic going and talking on that. So there might be some kind of understanding so that there may be like, we have not agreed, but there is a tendency towards agreement. And in that case, they may have the ceasefire, but that's a temporary only. So there is no agreement.
It's not a permanent ceasefire?
I don't think that's what I said before, just now, that there are two objectives. One is not Iran to have nuclear bomb. No, that's absolutely not negotiable. And the second one is possible the regime change and let Iran have a democratic system and let this Islamic State out. So whatever be the positive thing that came out of these two objectives, then only there will be real ceasefire. But this ceasefire is just a temporary once only. I don't think this is a permanent.
Iran attack in the American Army's base camp in Qatar and Iraq. So, who are behind the Iran?
No. There is nobody behind Iran. So what happens is, suppose this is Qatar, in the Qatar American base, right? The Iran will attack. So they will send a missile, they go like this, but they will not hit here, they will hit only here. And so they are not really attacking they are simply showing off, so it will hit down here, not the Qatar. So that is only for internal consumption to tell Iranian people, hey, we are powerful and we have attacked the Americans also, and if they attack us, we'll destroy the America and all kinds of. That's only propaganda. Otherwise, you check out in the Qatar, so how many American soldiers died, or how many American, destroyed, nothing is there. So it is just to tell Iranian people that we are fighting back, all that. That's a purely propaganda, nothing substantial. And so they don't find about Americans. So these are all nonsensical ones of all the mullahs. That's what they are doing.
So the most of the analysts talked about it's the defeat or loss. Just Israel lost this war. So what is this actually?
No, I don't think so. Israelis, I have no idea what kind of analyst they are talking about. I don't know. But neither Israel nor America is losing or surrendering, right? They're totally nonsense. Now you think about this. Israel has destroyed so many Iranian military bases. Israel as American bombs have bombed the three of their nuclear bomb sites, right? Then who is losing and who is winning? And who is surrendering, who is not surrendering, right? And so you can say anything you want. Hey, I have sent one firecracker against America, and so America is surrendering, and Trump is talking about ceasefire. There's all nonsensical propaganda, and this is designed by mullah regimes to tell something to the Iranian people. Nobody outside is going to buy that argument. And matter of fact, even the Iranians will not buy that. They are not that stupid like the mullahs like to talk about. They are pretty educated people.
Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Namaste.